You will probably learn te form plus kuru soon after you learn the verb te form in Japanese. Usually, it's first introduced as a way to say you go to do something and come back. But actually, te form plus kuru can be used in many other ways too. In this video, I will explain the different meanings it can express. The first use is to express that someone goes to do something and then comes back. The action the person performs should be changed into the te form, followed by kuru. For example, 今お弁当を買ってきます。Now I will go buy a bento and back. 買う means to buy, and its te form is 買って. In this sentence, its tense is the non-past affirmative form. 昨日友達と映画を見てきました。Yesterday I went to watch a movie with a friend. You can also use it in the past tense. If you say 見ました, it simply describes the action of having watched. But by saying 見てきました, it adds the nuance of movement that you went to watch and have already come back. Here's another example. 図書館でこの町の歴史を調べてきますね。I will research the history of this city at the library and come back. This sentence also carries the nuance of going to do some research and then coming back to report this result. As you can see, the te form verb plus kuru, which expresses going to do an action and coming back, requires a person who performs the activity. The te form verb used in this case must be an action verb performed by the person. For this type of sentence, you can use either the non-past or past tense, and it often includes a time expression to indicate when the action takes place. The second use is to describe a change, and it's usually expressed in the past tense. For example, 雨が降ってきました。It started raining. In this example, it wasn't raining before, but then it started to rain. The sentence describes the change in the weather that occurred. だんだん暖かくなってきました。It gradually became warm. To describe a change, we often use なってきました together with the adverbial form of an adjective. Here's another example. どんどん人が入ってきて店が混んできました。Suddenly people came in and the store became busy. We often use an adverb to describe the way things change, such as suddenly, gradually, rapidly, and so on. When describing a change, we usually use the past tense 来ました, since we can observe the change by after it has already happened. However, if you are talking about a prediction or something you expect to happen, you can use the non-past form or another appropriate ending instead. The verb used for this type of usage describe changes or states that can change gradually or suddenly, where the change can be observed over a period of time. It often includes adverbs that describe how the change occurs. We frequently use the form なってきました to talk about changes. This expression requires a period of time for a change, even if it's very short. If the change happens instantaneously, we don't use this expression. When we use sensing verbs in this form, it can also be understood as a gradual change in perception. For example, 見えてきました means to start to see. 聞こえてきました means to start to hear. The next usage is to describe the continuation of activities up to the present. This expression is used for something a person does habitually over a long period of time, usually at least a few months to a few years. For example, 毎日ジョギングをしてきました。I have been jogging every day until now. Jogging every day for a long time is good for your health and a habit you can be proud of. The usage of てきました to describe continuation should be applied to activities that are meaningful rather than random actions such as buying a coffee every day for the past 10 years. 10年間日本語を勉強してきました。I have been studying Japanese for 10 years. We often use the length of time or frequency expression in a sentence. ずっとペットの世話をしてきました。I have been taking care of the pet. We often use ずっと with activities to emphasize the long period of time they have been performing. While ずっと can mean forever, when used with てきました、it only implies up to the present. When we talk about something continuing up to now, we usually use the past tense because we are describing what's been happening right up to the moment we are speaking. There is someone who does the action in a sentence, and the period of the action performed is at least a few months to a few years. The verb you use should describe an activity that is meaningful to do over a long period of time, whether it benefits your health, your brain, or contributes to your identity. It shouldn't be a random action such as sleeping, shopping, or watching TV. These activities don't result in any achievement or meaning to you by doing it for a long time. The activity must be something personally significant to you. Sentences often include expressions of habitual frequency such as 毎日 or ずっと to show that the activity has continued consistently over a long period of time. Sentences can also mention when the activity started or how long it has been going on. The last category describes the movement of an action in your direction. This type is often understood as equivalent to a single verb in English, but breaking it down helps you understand the meaning more clearly. For example, 持ってきます is often understood as to bring something, but it actually comes from 持つ meaning to hold or to carry, and 来る meaning to come. Since the movement of the action 持つ is towards the speaker, it conveys the meaning to bring. Similarly, 連れてきます means the action of 連れる, meaning taking someone along, and the movement is towards the speaker. It conveys a meaning to bring someone or an animal. 戻ってきます becomes to come back, and 帰ってきます becomes to come back home. These expressions provide more nuance of movement than simply saying 戻ります or 帰ります. Here's a quick summary. To talk about go to do something and come back, you can use both non-past and past tense. The sentence has an actor and an action performed by that actor. Often, a time expression is included in a sentence. For example, 後でお弁当を買ってきます means later I will go and buy a bento and come back. To describe changes, usually the sentence is in the past tense, since the observation is made about changes that have occurred up to the last moment. The verb should describe a change or a state, and sentences often include an adverb indicating how the change occurred. The change must take place over some duration, even if it's very short. For example, 雨が降ってきました means it started to rain. This describes the transition from not raining to raining. Since rain does not begin instantaneously, one drop of water from the sky does not make it raining. The sentence expresses the process of that change. To describe continuation of habitual activities for a long time, the sentence is usually in the past tense. It describes a continuation of meaningful activity over a period of several months to several years. For example, 日本語を10年間勉強してきました means I have been studying Japanese for 10 years. Lastly, it can also describe some action with a movement in the speaker's direction. This type of expression can be used in any tense. Typically, the verb in the te form is combined with kimasu to create commonly used expressions. Let's try this quiz. Which one means this product started selling more? A. 先週のイベントでこの商品を売ってきました。B. 最近この商品が売れてきました。C. 10年間この商品を売ってきました。If you want to think about it for a while, please pause the video and do so. The answer is B. A means in the last week's event, I went to sell this product and back. The word 先週のイベントで describes that something happened only at a specific time. C means we have been selling this product for 10 years. Notice the duration expression in the sentence. B uses the word 売れる, which is different from 売る. 売れる is an intransitive verb describing something is being sold. So this is describing the change of state from not being sold well to selling more. Let's try one more. Which one means went to work and came back? A. ずっと仕事をしてきました。B. 息子は16歳になって仕事をするようになってきました。C. 土曜日ですがちょっと仕事をしてきました。If you want to think about it for a while, please pause the video and do so. The answer is C. A has the word ずっと, implying that this is talking about the long duration. It means I have been working for a long time. B means that my son became 16 years old and started working. なってきました means became, indicating a change in state. C has the same expression as A, but with the expression ちょっと implies that you are not talking about the duration of a few months to a few years. It means that it's Saturday, but I just went to do a little work and back. To learn Japanese language more seriously, visit my Udemy courses through the links below. Don't forget to click like and subscribe. You can also participate in daily quizzes from the post section. If you have any requests for Japanese grammar to be covered, please leave your comments in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.